combine these two data frames. So you want to combine this data frame into one. So those kind of thing you can do using merge. So let us understand about merge, right? I have uploaded everything. You can go and check the drive. So I'll be taking two data frames. I'll copy from here. Let's say this is my two data frame, right? So the concept of merge, you will understand if you have some basic understanding about inner, outer, left and right. I will explain in detail, right? Okay. So every time you run this Jupyter, you need to import pandas as PD. Okay, you have to import pandas as PD. And we have two data frame. Let's say this is my data frame 1, and this is my data frame 2. I have some columns and every column has some values. So I'm creating this data frame from existing data structure, that is dictionary. So I'm using pd.dataframe method. So this is my first data frame and this is my second data frame. So if I want to merge these two data frame, what is the basic condition of merge, right? So everything cannot be merged with everything. So the basic condition of merge is at least one column, should be same. And in my case, I have two columns which are actually similar. Give me 1 minute. Right? So the condition says at least one column should be similar, but I have two columns which are actually similar. So here we have key 1, key 2. Here also we have key 1 and key 2. So these are the common columns on which I can do merge. At least one column, more than one column also is fine, but at least one common column should be there. If there are no column which is common in both, you cannot perform merge operation. The basic condition for merge is at least one column should be common in both. Now we have two columns, key 1 and key 2, which are common. So based on that, I will do merge. So there are four different kind of merge: inner, left, right, and outer. Let us understand the inner merge first. So the inner merge, what it will do is it is intersection. Means if the combination is present in both the data frame, then only it will take it. Otherwise, no. What do you mean by that? So the first combination is K0 and K0. So I will check K0 and K0. Is it present in both DF1 and DF2? Yes, DF1 we have K0, K0, and DF2 also we have K0 and K0. So I will consider this, and this will be one of the output of inner merge, C0 and D0. Now the next combination is K0 and K1. Is it there, K0 and K1? No, let me, right? So you can see it is not there in the data frame 2. K0 and K1 is not there. So this record will not come, right? This record will not come. Now the third thing is, just one second, right? The third thing is K1 and K0. Is this combination is there, K1 and K0? Yes, this is there, K1 and K0, K1 and K0, but 2 times it is there. Doesn't matter how many times it is there, those many times it will come. K1 and K0, one combination is A2, B2 and C1 and D1. Again, K1 and K0, A2, B2, C2 and D2. K2 and K1, is it there? No, it is not there in the other data frame. So let me just scroll down so that you can see the full, right? So you can see K2 and K1, it is not there. And similarly here also K2 and K0 is this combination, right? The last highlighted one. It's not there in the first data frame, K2 and K0. So K2 and K0 is not there. K2 and K1 is also not there. So it will not come. So inner join or inner merge is nothing but all the common combination in both will only come. And if the combination is not common, it will not come, right? All the combinations which are common in both the data frame, only those combinations will be. Okay. Okay. Now I think you can see both the data frames, right? Okay. So this is your inner merge. I hope it is clear. Inner means all the common in both, right? Now what is left? I will show you everything in coding, but let me explain. Left means if I do left merge, left data frame will be as it is. Left merge means left data frame will be as it is. So this is my left data frame. It will be as it is. Right data frame, if the values are there, it will come and join. For example, for C0, sorry, K0, K0, you have value C0, D0, K0, K1. Do you have value for K0, K1? No. So this is null and null. For K1 and K2, do you have value K1, K2, K1 and K0? Yes, A2, B2, C1 and D1. Again, K1 and K0, A2 and B2, we have C2 and D2. For K2 and K1, A3, B3, do you have value K2 and K1? No. So it is null and null. So this is your right merge. Sorry, left merge. Left merge means left data frame will be as it is, right data frame will come and join. What is right merge? Right merge means right data frame will be as it is and left data frame will come and join. So K0, K0, so it will be A0, B0. K1, K0, K1, K0 is there. So A2, B2. Here also it is A2 and B2. Do we have K2, K0 in data frame 1, K2, K0? No. So this is null and null. So this is your right merge. Outer means what? All the combination you will write if it is there. For example, you will have K0, K0 as one combination. You have value A0, B0, C0, D0. You have another combination K0, K1. A1, B1 is there, but this is null and null, right? Now you have K1 and K0. A2, B2. Here we have C1, D1. Again, you will repeat for C2 and D2. Now we have K2 and K1, this last one. Do you have value? A3, B3? No, we don't have value in right. So null, null. Now here we have K2, K0. So K2, K0. And here it is null and null, but here we have C3 and D3. So this is your outer. Outer means everything. What is outer? Outer means everything, all the combination. So very important to understand the concept. And I will strongly suggest if you could not understand what I talked about, please go through SQL join and understand the concept of inner, left, right, and outer. Right? Inner means common, left means as it is, and right will come and join. Outer means everything. Right? Okay. Now, how to apply all of these things, right? So there is a function called pd.merge. Right? So I'll write pd.merge and it will take two arguments. The first, so it will take three arguments. The first one is the data frame name df1 and the second one is df2. So only two data frame at a time you can apply merge. More than two data frame you cannot apply merge, right? df1 and df2, and then on what column you want to apply merge. I want to apply on key 1 and key 2 column. So we'll write the common column names, key 1 and key 2. I have two columns, key 1 and key 2. Right? And next thing is how you want to do the merge. So default is inner. You can change it if you want right, left, outer. You have four options. How, on, and data frame names. And if you just run this, you will see the output of inner. I think we already discussed. And if you just change it to right, it will be right merge. If you change it to left, it will be left merge. If you change it to outer, it will be outer merge, right? So the syntax is pd.merge, data frame 1, data frame 2, on what column you want to apply the merge and how you want to apply the merge. Inner, outer, left, and right. Right? Okay, so this is all about your merge. Only one thing is if your column names are different, you can use left on and right on instead of on. I'm using on because my column name Q1 and Q2 are exactly same. Let's say in the first data frame it is Q1 and Q2. In the second data frame it is Q1 underscore key underscore 1 and key underscore 2. Now in my columns, in my data frame, my column names are different. So in this case, I will use another parameter called left on and right on. Right? So this is left and right is key underscore 1 and key underscore 2. And then if you just execute, you will see that this is my left-right merge. Same output, but only thing is if you have columns which are different, names are different, you can use left on and right on. If the names are same, you can write on, only on, right? Okay, any doubt in this? Is it clear, everyone? Merge operation.
Sasmitha, you said like a column, one column at least should be same, right? Yeah.
At least one column should be same.
At
Yes.
least one column. Is it column name or its value? It could be so same.
No, value, not value. The column should be same. So employee ID, right? One common column should be there to merge.
So column name you mean, right?
Not the name. Name can be different. See here, key one and key underscore one. Column is same means how you join in SQL. So primary key. Similarly here, one key should be common. One column should be common.
Okay, in the
Right.
both the table. Okay, okay, fine.
Yes, both the table. Yeah. Okay, so this is all about your merge. You will be applying merge when you have two data frames, only two data frames. More than two, you cannot apply. The output of this, you can merge with other data frame, but at a time, only two data frame, you can apply merge. And sometimes if you, let's say, don't have common column, in that case, you can use join. Join is actually a redundant operation. You can actually do everything with merge. But join is there in the syllabus, so we are learning it. I'll explain you why I'm saying this, but let us understand where you will apply join. Join will actually do the same thing, inner, outer, left, right, but on the index or rows. You don't have any column which is common, right? If you want to join to data frame based on rows or index, that is join. If you want to join two data frames based on columns, that is merge. So let me take some example of join, right? Let's take this two example. So I have two data frame, let's say left and right. In these two data frames, right, I'll just show you what is this data is all about. So I have left and I have right. So I don't have anything which is common, right? You can see here, I have A, B and C, D column. So I told you one of the condition is at least one column should be common. There is no column which is common here. I cannot apply merge operation, but on the basis of a row, I can do join. Merge is always on columns. Join is always on a rows. So I have rows. Index, you can see K0, K1, K2 and K0, K1, K2. So on the basis of rows, I can do join. And how to do that? So left data frame name dot join. You will write right and just you write how you want the join. No need to write on which column and something because we don't have any common column. It's all default is index. How you want to do that is mandatory. So the default is inner. You can write inner, so only common index will come. So K0 and K2 is present in both. You can see K0, K2, K0, K2. K1 is present in the right, left, but not there in the right. K3 is present in the right, but not there in the left. So all the common columns should come in the join, that is inner join. Same you can do right, means all the right will be as it is, left will come and join. Left means left will be as it is, right will come and join, outer means everything, right? So this is a join parameter. I hope you are clear about merge and join. But why I said join is redundant in the sense we can actually do merge because there is a built-in function in pandas called set index. What is that function? Set index. So you can and reset index. So if I just call left dot reset index, there is a function called reset index. What this function will do, the index, whatever is the index, it will be a column. It will reset the index to default, that is 0, 1, 2, and the index will become a new column. If I just run this, you can see default indexing 0, 1, 2, and the index column has become a row, sorry, a column K1, K0. Similarly, if I just do this here, right dot reset index, the index will become a column. Now I have common column, right? Index. On the basis of index, I can do merge. So that's why join is redundant, I think, but this is an extra line of code you need to write. If you don't want to write this extra line of code, directly you can apply join. Otherwise, if you want to apply merge, you can just reset index and then on the basis of index, then I can do merge, right? pd.merge left, right on index, how equals to right. It will do the same thing, right? So join and merge are very similar, actually. Okay. All of these things are clear. Any question anyone has? Is it clear to everyone? Join and merge. Okay. You understood about join and merge. The last operation is concatenation. And today is the last class. The batch is going to freeze, right? We are not going to take any new registration from Monday onwards. So if you want to continue, can enroll. Otherwise, you can drop. Today is the last class. Monday onwards, the link will change, right? You will get the link, and Monday we will create our WhatsApp group. And I'll send you the WhatsApp link. Yeah. And one more thing is I have uploaded everything on your drive. I got access yesterday, and I hope you got it, right? So you can check. This is the folder. It's folder. Right. So this is the folder, and you have all of this. You come to materials. In the materials, you have Jupyter Notebook tutorial. People who missed the class, please go through Jupyter Notebook tutorial. Pandas, all the recordings are outside, but all the materials, copy of join, merge, the data set has been used. Pandas note, everything is there. And inside Python, you have all the Python notes. And this is one of my favorite note. I collected it from LinkedIn. It's really nice note by Asif, right? He shares very nice notes. And it has almost like 118 page, a short and sweet in a programmatical way. If you spend some 1 day or 2 day of time every day, if you study 20 pages, I think 1 week it will take, and entire Python will be covered, everything. See, you can see starting with what is keyword, what is identifier, to a level where you can write class object-oriented programming. So everything is there, file management, exception handling. This is a very good note. And you can see the GitHub link also down. You can download the code from there. Right? So this is a very nice note. Class, object, what is inheritance, example, everything. So I think this is a nice note. Books are boring to study, right? But this is interesting. It is just coding, and easily you can complete it within 2-3 days. So this note, you can take it as your reference. Rest all materials are there in the drive. My notes, I mean, if you just want to focus on few modules, I think core Python recordings are nice. But if you want to complete everything, like the advanced Python, I will also cover. But I mean, you have some time, you can go through this note, right? Also, you have this CV preparation recording, which I have uploaded very initial day only. This is a 2-hour video. Recently, I have taken this class for previous batches. So I have uploaded this recording. This is almost like 2-hour video. And I will also upload the Word document used for this video. You just watch this video, everything will be so clear. I have explained, giving lot of things. Mostly I have explained what not to do. What to do, you know, but what not to do, I have explained. What is the major reason why your CV cannot be shortlisted, how you can make it, how to write the projects, what things you need to do. Why I have uploaded in a very beginning of the session, because you have a lot of time, at least 2 months time. So you can watch the video and you should prepare yourself accordingly. CV preparation will take 10-15 days of time. It's not a 1 day task. Once you look at this video, you will understand what I'm talking about. You need to do a lot of research, and I have explained 4 different projects, how to write every steps, different domain I have explained. Please watch this video, everything will be clear. And based on that, you need to prepare your own CV. And if you have any doubt, always WhatsApp group is there. Right? You can ask me in the class also, but you can let me know if you are struggling anywhere preparing the CV. It's a generic guideline. I cannot prepare everyone's CV one-to-one, but it's a generic guideline. I think this is helpful. And a very good thing is I will upload a Word document. There are 15 projects with very well documented, right? Every project is from different, 3, 4 from every project is different from each other and from different domain. And these are real-time projects, not the Kaggle dataset, right? The Word document that I'm going to share with you are collected from real-time data scientists, my projects, my friends' projects, a lot of projects, fintech, healthcare. I'm not sharing that with you just to copy and paste because that is my work. You cannot copy in your CV, or my friend's work you cannot copy on your CV, but it will definitely give you a complete idea how to write your CV so that it will not look fake. The whole objective of this 2 hours video is to avoid things, right? What you should not do, like you should not create your CV which will look fake. How to make it real? That's the whole objective. And please go through it whenever you are getting time. Every weekend you can spend some time on CV preparation, and you take your time in 1 month. You can first you prepare it, even though you have not done all the projects. After this, you will get an idea. You prepare it because this process will take a lot of time. If you will wait till the course is over and then you will start preparing CV, you will upload, that will take 3, 4 months. So what I'm trying to tell you is be ready for rejection. Initial 7, 8, or maybe 5 or more than 5, you will be rejected. And that is perfectly fine. Every rejection will teach you. I will give you a lot of examples of my friends. They were rejected, and finally they got selected, because by the time you will appear 7th or 8th number interview, you will be knowing the entire pattern yourself. You'll be knowing what they will be asking you, and every time you attend an interview, you will modify your CV a bit because that will give you a lot of learning. So my suggestion is learn from your failure. So as soon as possible, you upload the CV, right? Even if the course is not completed, even if you're not ready, start posting it somewhere, like all the platforms. Start posting it. At least you will know, right? If you're not getting any call, then again you have to come back and do the things that you need to do in your CV. Why you're not getting call? So don't wait till the course is over. Start the process after 2 weeks only, 1 week, or as soon as possible. If you're getting any call in between, attend it. Be ready to fail. You are lucky if you clear it, but otherwise, if you are failing, that is a very good learning. By the time the course is finished, I think within 3 months, you must have been rejected 1 to 3 times, and you will be half ready. Then you will be mature. So before going to real interviews, you will be knowing what things they will ask, what is the pattern. Patterns are very similar, right? If you attend 5, 6 interviews, the pattern is very similar. What is the pattern? I have explained in the video. Please watch. It's a nice video. And these things are not available on YouTube. You will not get it. I have researched everything. So YouTube, Krishna, a lot of tutorials I have seen how they are showing CV preparation, and all those things actually are not, I mean, that is good, but generic, right? The CVs that they are sharing is very much generic. I have seen people writing generic CV, and that is what will not help you in shortlisting. You write in this way, you will see 100% your CV is shortlisted, right? I'm giving you my assurance based on my own thing. I'm telling you, and my CV is also not true. A lot of things I have added. So, for example, if I'm trying for Adobe or some other organization of my dream company, let's say they are looking in the JD, I can see like generative AI. But recently, I'm not working in generative AI. In my past organization, I have worked. But I'll move the experience to the front page. This experience I'll take to the back page, and I will do all of these smart things. So these are all tricks you need to apply. More on this, you can go through it. I think everything is up to date. Please go through it. And in the same materials, you will find all the materials. Right? Okay. So the first thing you should do is prepare your CV and upload. Don't think this is your final copy. You have to modify your CV multiple times. And it will take 6 months. The selection process will take 6 months, and looking at the job market, I think it may take even more time. But anyways, I think for AI, it is still good as compared to other domain. AI still we have jobs in market, but for other domain, it is shrinking. Every job is getting converted to AI actually. So whatever you're getting, I think that is what it is. Based on the market situation, you can grab any opportunity that you're getting. Right. So this is just a high level thing. I think this will help you. Fine. So we understood about join and merge. Now the last thing that we will discuss is called concatenation. The objective of concatenation is very different than merge. Concat means you are just binding the data frames. There is no condition required, right? No common column, nothing. So you can do two things like vertical and horizontal. Let's say you have one data frame where you have employee name, right? And employee address and phone number. And you have another data frame where you have employee zip code and let's say employee occupation and age. And you want this to be combined. So you just can do concatenation. So this and this, all of these three columns and three columns, everything will be concatenated into one. So it is called horizontal concatenation. Let's say you have another example I'm giving you. Let's say you have January month data where you have time information and temperature information. And then you have February month data, you have time information and you have temperature information. And columns are same. Doesn't matter. Concatenation has no condition. Columns may be same, columns may be different, index may be same, index may be different, does not matter. But it makes sense if columns are same, right? So what you want is, you want to analyze 2 months data, or you have February, March, April, May. You want to analyze yearly data, all the 12 months data you want to concatenate vertically. So you can do concatenation vertically. So what it will do is time and temperature, this and this will be vertically concatenated. So you have two options, vertical and horizontal. Horizontal means row wise and vertical means column wise. I mean, vertical concatenation, just joining. I mean, you're just binding together, no condition. So that is concatenation. Maybe we can see some examples so that it will be clear. And there is no restriction, n number of data you can concatenate, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, any number of columns you can concatenate. For concatenation, there is no rule, right? Anything can be concatenated with anything, right? So let's take one example. Maybe I'll take this example. So I have 3 data frames, right? This is my first data frame, DF1. This is my first data frame, DF1. And then I have one more data frame called DF2, right? And then I have one more data frame called DF3. As I said, n number of data frame can be concatenated. There is no restriction. Anything can be concatenated with anything, right? So I have 3 data frames which I am going to concatenate. Do I have to follow any rule? No, nothing. So columns are similar, great. Not similar, fine. Rows are similar, great. Not similar, fine. So it doesn't matter. So it really does not require any condition. But here we have all the column names similar, ABCD, ABCD, ABCD. So what I'm trying to do is all of these 3 things I want to concatenate. pd.concat. Within this list, you will pass all the column name, sorry, data frame name that you want to concatenate. I have 3 data frames, so I will write df1, df2, df3. All the 3 data frames I am concatenating, and one more parameter is axis. Axis equals to 1 means vertical, 0 means horizontal. So this is x is equals to 1. If I write x is equals to 0, this is vertical. So vertical concatenation makes sense. So ABCD 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, you can see this is what I got, right? You can see the data. So I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11. So when I have concatenated, x is equals to 0 means vertical. Just I'm keeping all the data frame on top of each other. So it is just binding, nothing else. So you can see this is concatenation. What if the column names are not same? Doesn't matter, like whatever it is, right? For example, this is A1, B1, C1, and D1. So the third data frame, it is different. So this is DF1, this is DF2. DF3 has different column names. You can see I can concatenate again. Now the result is like this, right? For all the initial rows, it is 0, 0, 0, 0. For last row, it has value. For this side, it is null. So it is not making a lot of sense. Mostly if the column names are similar, it makes sense, but it is not throwing you error. It is working, right? So x is equals to 0, x is equals to 1. You can play with it, horizontal and vertical concatenation. There's no rule, pd.concat, all the column, all the data frame name you can pass in bracket, right? Okay. I will pause here. Any doubt in concatenation? Any question, any doubt? Okay. Great. So, any question, any doubt? All are clear on concatenation? So we discussed three things today: join, merge, and concatenation. Is it clear? Chandrasekhar, Bala, Arun, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So time is there, but I can start. Maybe we can start, right? So the next thing that we will discuss is missing value treatment. This is a very, very, very important topic. Every project you do, you will have values which are missing. And whatever we are learning now, every project we will implement it. This is called missing value treatment. Means what? If you have any value which is missing in your data frame, what to do with it? You have two options. Either you can delete. If something is missing, what you can do? The easy option is I can either delete. Okay, missing, then you delete. You can delete. Another option is you can fill, right? You can fill it and delete. So delete, you know, it is very simple. Just a drop, just delete, right? But for filling, how to fill? You can ask me, okay, I don't know what value I need to fill. There is a standard rule. In fact, you can use machine learning algorithm also to fill, but there are a lot of ways to fill. I'll maybe tell you some of the things and then I will come and show you in coding. So normally ideal is if it is a number column, let's say age column, age, right? And some values are missing. Age is a number column. How to fill those missing value? You find the average or mean of age column and you fill wherever it is missing, all the missing values, you fill it with the average value. That is one approach. If it is a categorical column means text column. Let's say gender, right? Male, female, like this. Here, obviously, you cannot find mean. You will be finding mode. Mode means what? Let's say color of the car. Okay. So in this case, some colors are missing. You will find the mode. Mode means what is the common value? Very often, what value is coming? Let's say red color is very common. A lot of the car has red color or let's say silver color. So wherever it is missing, you just fill it with the most common value, that is red or silver, whatever, the mode. So if it is a number column, you are filling with it mean. If it is a categorical column, you are filling it with your mode. There are some advanced method also. We call it KNN imputation. This is a machine learning model. You will understand when we go to machine learning. What it do is basically it's a simple thing, neighbor. So let's say you have sales data, house price or sales information. The first record is 10,000. Second record is 11,000. Third record is missing and fourth record is 12,000. Fifth record is 13,000. So what you can do is you can decide how many neighbors you want to see. Let's say if I decide two neighbors from the top, two neighbors from the down. Let's say these all are the neighbors you will see, and looking at these neighbors, instead of finding the average of the whole column, you will take the average of neighbors and you will fill it. This is again another method. So don't worry about this. We will maybe discuss in the machine learning class. Also, there is a method called forward fill. This is very much used in sensor data or time series data, right? So in time series data, let's say you have time and you have something called a temperature. It's a sensor, temperature sensor. 10:5, the temperature is 30 degree. 10:06, you have every 1 minute, 31. 10:07, the data is missing. 10:08, you have, let's say, 32. So you will do forward fill. Forward fill means what? You take the previous value and just fill it in the next. Let's say I have also missing value in 10:08, so 31, 31. Let me explain forward fill. Forward fill is a missing value treatment method which will just do the forward fill based on the last value. So you have time and you have temperature. Time is 10:05, 10:06, 10:07, 10:08, 10:09, and 10:10. 10:05, temperature was 30, 31, missing. This is 32. So in the forward field, you take the value from where it is missing. So 31 onwards, it is missing. And let's say here it is missing. So I will forward fill. So 31 here also, 31 here also, 31. Right. Let's say here again, I have 10, 12, which is 33. 10, 11 is missing. So I will write 32. So whatever is the previous value, I'll just forward fill. That is another method. So we have a lot of methods actually for missing value treatment, especially for filling. Delete means yes, I can simply delete. But filling, I can use the average for number column. I can use the mode for categorical column. I can use forward fill if it is a time series data. I can use KNN algorithm, KNN imputer to fill the missing values. Right. So we will be taking mean and mode approach. These are common approach. And eventually we will explore it further. When we go to projects, a lot of the times I will be using this step, right? Okay, so for missing value, I will be, for example, I will have some, so two methods. So first is drop NA method, drop NA. So let me write the data frame name. Let's say df dot drop NA. This is very important. Let's take L and I will collect data from this example only. It's a very nice example given. So we will collect data from this. So let us understand, let us take this data, which has some missing values. So we have created missing values manually using a library called NumPy. So don't worry about it. We will discuss about NumPy so that you will understand. But as of now, I'm just NP. What is NP? NP is NumPy. I am just importing the library called NumPy as NP. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I have three columns, name, toy, and born. In toy, I have some missing value, np.nan. Nan means a null value I'm creating manually. And born pd.nat. So both are same. Don't worry about it. So it's all NaN. NaN means null value. NAT, NaN, everything is same, null. So we have values for name. We don't have values for toy, one value. We don't have two values for born. So this is missing data. If I just write df.drop_na, what it will do is anywhere, even if a single value is missing, the entire row will be deleted. So the output of drop NA is only the second row will be there because it has value. First row and third row will be deleted because we don't have value. Entire record will be deleted, whole data. If I just run this, you can see only one value, rest all is deleted. This is little dangerous. Why? Because lot of information we will lose. I'll give you a real-time example. Let's say you have 300 columns. You have value for 299 columns. Only for one column, you don't have value. Is it making sense to delete the entire row? Because 299 columns has value. Let's say phone number column has no value. And drop NA will delete the entire record without even thinking anything. Missing means delete. Right. So it does not make sense. In fact, you can also apply row-wise. Default is row-wise. But you write x is equals to 1. It will also look at column-wise. Can anybody guess what is the output of drop NA x is equals to 1? If I have to look at columns to delete, right? Now I'm looking at my rows. Any row has any missing entry. I'm deleting the entire row. If I want to apply drop NA at column levels, what will be the output? Can anybody guess? Look at the column. Any value is missing. Delete the entire column. Keep the column if it has no missing value. So what will be the output?
Name and toy.
Name and
Toy column only will be displayed.
okay. Why toy column?
Toy also will not be there, ma'am. Only name.
Correct.
Name and one.
So
Okay, yeah, got it.
exactly.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's true. So only name will be there because toy has some missing value. So only name will be there. So this is column wise operation. And always remember this access will help you to do column wise or row wise. If you don't write anything, default is row wise. But if you want to apply column, you can write access equals to 1. Check the column. If any value is missing, let's say we have 20,000 rows. 19,999 rows has value. Only one in that column, only one value is missing. Still, it will delete the entire column. That is drop NA, that drawback. How to address this issue? There's a very, very important parameter in drop NA, which definitely you should use. That is called thresh. Thresh will help you to set a threshold. Okay, beyond which you cannot, let me write it. So if I'm writing 2, I was confused with this thresh for 2 years. Later I understood what exactly it does. So thresh means it will check not null value, not null. Okay, thresh means not null. So if I'm setting thresh equals to 2, what does that mean? Delete all. So here I am writing, I'm writing excessive 1 means column, otherwise row. So delete all rows where not null value is 2 or less than 2. Right? So thresh is 2 means 2 or less than 2. Let's say you have not null value 1. Right? Or are you getting? So thresh is 2 means you check the row and not null value only you are counting, not the null value, not null. This is the confusion. I don't know why they made it like this, but this is how it is. You are not focusing on null, but not null. You check how many not null is there. If it is 2 or more than 2, then sorry, more than 2 means you will keep. But if it is 2 or less than 2, you will delete, right? So based on that, let us find out who can give me the output of this code. And I'll really appreciate whoever can give. It's very difficult to answer. So I'm not writing access. Obviously, it is row wise. So df.drop and thresh equals to 2 means what? You check the rows and see if there are 2 not null values are there or less than 2 not null values are there, you delete. But if it has more than 2 not null values are there, you will not delete. You will keep it. What is the answer? Row number 2 and row number 3 will be there.
Row number 1 and 2 will be there, ma'am.
Okay. So thresh equals to 2 means 2 or more than 2. So correct. So why the row number 0 is not there? Can anybody explain?
Because NaN and NAT are there.
No, you will not see at all to null. That you will be confused. Thresh means not null. Everyone repeat. Thresh means not null. And that is what will come to your mind. Always you will look at null. No. Thresh means I will check number of not null. And it should be 2. It should be threshold is 2 means at least two not null value should be there. 2 or more. Thresh equals to 2 means more than 2. More than 2 not null value where it is present.
In 1 and 2.
In the first record, what I'm asking is thresh equals to 2 means 2 or more than 2. So that is the, where is it? Thresh equals to 2 means 2 or more than 2. So my question to you is, in the row number 0, do you have 2 not null value? 2 not null value, 2 or more than 2 not null value is there?
No.
Not null. Not null means value is there. 2 or more than 2 not null value is present, yes or no? No. We have only one not null value, that is Alfred. We have only one not null value. This is not satisfying the condition, so this will be deleted. In the second, do you have 2 or more than 2 not null values are there? Yes, we have 3 not null values, so it will come. In the third, Do you have 2 or more than 2 not null value? 2 or more than 2 not null value. Is it there in the third?
Yes.
Yes. So third will also come. It will not be deleted. Right? Only the first record will be deleted, but the third record will not be deleted because we have set a threshold at 2, means we have at least 2 not null value should be there. It is there, so it will come. Who could not understand this thresh? Is it clear to everyone? So you're just counting how many not null values are there, and based on that, you're keeping it. Right? And also, let me ask you. Now I will see who can answer. X is equals to 1. You tell me now the output. Same code, but I have added X is equals to 1.
It will print name and toy.
Name and toy columns.
Okay, name columns, great, and toy column, that's great. Because in toy, we have at least 2 not null values are there, so it will keep toy. Name, we have 3 not null, but in born, we have only 1 not null. So it will delete. Right, now I think you understood. This is very confusing, so I mean, please make sure. Thresh is not null. You just need to count whatever is the threshold, those many not null values should be there. If it is there, it will stay. Otherwise, if it is less than that, it will delete. Right? That is all about drop any. There is nothing much. Just need to delete randomly or thresh, access. All of this you can use for delete. And we have one more method called fill NA. Fill NA is actually very simple. So you just need to write value. Value is equals to, let's say, 0. What you want to value or value? Right? Value. So what happened is wherever it is missing, everything is filled with 0. You can give the whatever you want. And you can ask one thing like, can I fill, normally we do column wise. We don't fill all the columns same value. Column wise, yes, you select the column name here. Let's say I just want to fill the toy column. And what you want is in toy column, I just want to fill it with not available. Right? So only toy column will be wherever it is missing. You can see like df toy, right, is equals to this. And if I just look at the data, you can see in toy column, it is replaced with not available. Right? So individually, you have to treat your missing values very carefully. So you really cannot fill everything at once. Individually, every column wise, one by one, you can fill. And you have options. You can fill it with anything that you want. Mean, average, mode, median, right? You can do everything.
What is the difference between non and NAT?
Same null value only. So time series missing. T means null in time series data. So date, missing dates. But you consider it as null only, okay? All the things are same. NAT and NAN are same.
Okay.
Right. So I think it's simple. Fill NA has nothing. So just decide what you want to fill and fill it. Okay.
Sasmitha, one thing actually. So, in the few minutes back, you said that missing value, right? So, in which scenario you can delete data manually or fill the data? Like for example, sometimes we can delete also we can do, right?
Correct. So this is a good question. How to decide whether to delete or to fill? That I will discuss in the project class because it depends on the data set. It has no straightforward rule. Normally what we do is if it is really important, first we do feature selection. So we need to understand whether that column is important or not for our prediction or for our analysis. So if that column is important, then only we will consider. All the useless column anyway we will delete. Let's say the column is really important, then we will check the missing value percentage. It reminds me of another method which is really important. You should always use this. So there is something called df dot is null is null dot sum. Always you will use this method. And what it will do is column wise, it will tell you the missing value count. So toy already I have filled it, right? So not available. So I have 2 missing value for born, for name and toy, we don't have any missing value. So isNull.sum method will give you count, column wise count, how many missing values, and you can divide it by df.length. So you will give you percentage, right, into 100. So if you do percentage of missing value, you can identify, and based on that, you can decide if it is very less value which is missing, let's say 2%, 1%, 3%, then you can try to fill it. If it has 80% missing value, will you be filling it? Obviously, no, you will drop it, even though it is important. 60%, 50% missing. So you delete, don't consider that column. So it is a very careful selection. It has no straightforward rule. You will know more about it when we go to project class. Right?
Okay.
So we will do this multiple times.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so what we have discussed in today's class, let me do a quick revision. So we are in this part, and today we have added 2 things. One is very important, that is we discussed about merge, join, and concatenation. So merge at least 1 column, join, index, and concatenation, no restriction. Inner, outer, left, right. We discussed about, after this, we discussed about missing value treatment. In missing value, we have 2 methods. We have drop NA to delete. In drop NA, we discussed access and threshold. And then we have fill NA to fill the missing values. Right? So this is the whole thing. What is the takeaway for today's, tomorrow's class? And functions, we discussed reset index and set index. Always very important functions you can use. Yes, set index we have not discussed, but this is same as reset. So any column, you can make it as an index by calling set index. For example, in my data, I just want, let's say this is my data, right? Let me show you. So this is my DF. What I want is, I want the name column should be my index. I want name column to make it index. I'll write df.set index, and within bracket, I will write name column. So what it is doing is, it is making name column as index. I want to take it back. I just need to write reset index. So whatever is the index, it will be reset. Are you getting? So reset index means index will be reset. Set index means that column will become the index. Easily you can use it, right? So tomorrow we will understand some more functions like order by or sort by, how to sort your data and all that. And yeah, so we'll also understand about series.
What is the name of index column itself? And the above example, if we reset it, it's showing like a 0, 1, 2, and name is, how do we call it, that index column?
I did not get it.
Can you reset it, please?
Yeah. So if you just reset means what it will do is, whatever is the index, that will become a column. Okay.
Yeah, here 0, 1, 2, there's no name of this index actually. How do we call this 0, 1, 2? What
0, 1, 2, it's a default indexing. So if you don't, your wish, you can name it, or default is 0, 1, 2. So if you don't name it, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to name it, you can name it. You have option in data frame, right? So it is default indexing.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we are good. We will connect tomorrow to continue from here. Tomorrow, in the sense, we have next class on Monday, right? Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
One last thing, just 1 second. I will be uploading Panda's assignment today in the folder. Please do it this weekend. You can practice Panda's assignment. And what is that assignment? I'll be dumping a data set, and right? There are questions. There is assignment. Assignment is all about 10 questions. Where is that assignment? Is it there? I think it's not there. Anyway, I'll basically it is question answer. So you have a data set, and you will download the data set. You will read it into a data frame, and based on the data set, you have 10 questions like find the city which has highest number of calls. What is the average of this column, right? Some questions are from selection, some questions are from group by pivot table. Some questions are on join, two data frames you need to join, two CSV files. You need to read it into two different data frames and you need to join or merge. So it is a combination of 10 questions. Practice this in this weekend and let us connect on Monday. If you have any doubt, we can discuss. Yeah,
Sasmitha,
you are asking something.
do you have any data Excel actually? Can you upload
Yeah,
that one?
there's a XCSV file. I will upload the data and also the questions.
Okay, sure, please. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Aaron. So I just joined today. So I'm just
Yeah.
thinking like how much of a class I have missed.
Okay,
Because this is
Arun,
my first
may
demo.
I know your background? Are you from Python background? Basic core Python, core means variable, functions, all of these things you know?
Yeah, I know those things.
Okay. Then you just missed the pandas class. I think if you look at the Python, core Python anyway, I'm not taking class for any batch. A new batch
Okay.
is also starting on 15th of this month. But again, in that batch also, first class is pandas only. I decided to share recordings for core Python and the first class. So you can see lot of recordings are there like 10, 12, 11 recordings. Initial 5 to 6 recordings are all demo classes. You can see here, you can open and see it's all mostly demo classes. And for this batch, I think I have also explained at high level the core Python concept. Actually, this is uh, Monday, Tuesday, there was no class because I was out of station. I think 3rd April onwards, the class started, right? Everyone please confirm. 3rd April, right? So we connected from 3rd April onwards. And 3rd, 4th, 5th. So 3 classes you missed on Pandas. So recordings are available if you can just go through. Today's class anyway you attended, right? You understood today's
Yes.
class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you missed 2 class. So this is what we started. This is the note.
Okay.
What is this? This is the note, okay?
Okay.
So this is what we have covered so far.
Okay,
So you
ma'am.
need to, yeah, so you are here. These 2 things you understood. So these 4 things you need to learn from the recordings. If you
Okay, ma'am.
spend 2
Sure.
hours, you will be up to date. And if you are thinking next batch, that again will start 15th and demo will go for 10 days. And you can expect May first week. And also in that batch also I'll start from pandas only. Core Python, you will get recordings.
Okay, ma'am. Sure. Got it. Thanks, ma'am. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So I think we all, any question? We are all good. So one more thing, don't worry about flexibility and all, right? So my batches are very, it's not like one time your course is done means it's done. No, you can see in the CV preparation class, I have invited November batch students, right? Because I thought it will be helpful for them. There's a generative AI project, which is combination, which is like all the old batch people. Obviously for the new batch, it is there in the curriculum, but classes like November, October batch, it was not there. So I've invited everyone. So we have WhatsApp group. You have this recording also with you for 1 year. Materials are also there for 1 year. You can download, you can go through it multiple times. And if you have any doubt, you want to continue in the next batch, you want to repeat. I think in this batch also many people are old batch students, right? So it is all flexible. You just need to ping me in WhatsApp and ask me about the next batch. And if you want to understand some topics, let me know the topic names. I'll give you the date on which date you can join live class. In fact, you want only recordings, I can give you that. So all flexible things are there. And once you have enrolled, continuously you can upgrade. What do you mean by that? Means after few months, let's say today it is on AWS, let's say based on market trend, if I'm switching to Azure or I'm switching to GCP, or let's say some syllabus change I have done or anything, let's say a new project. Some classes are very common and you will be invited. Even if after 6 months or 8 months or 1 year, you will be invited. You will be getting links to join in your WhatsApp group. You can join and you can upgrade yourself, right? Until the syllabus is same, you will not get any notification. But if anything is new that I'm teaching, I'll invite everyone. So this is a continuous, and in fact, some of you, if you want to repeat few concepts in the evening batch, even if you are morning class student, you are allowed. So all of these flexibilities are there. Don't worry about it, right? I am not going anywhere. I am here only. So after 3 years, 4 years also, if you just ping me and send me your email ID, I will add you to the recent folder so that you can go through. Right. So this is there. So I think previous batch student can confirm if anyone is there in this batch. But in every batch, there are 2-3 student. One student just enrolled 5 months back, but he could not continue because of relocation. He moved back to US and now he is continuing in this batch. Normally, institute will not allow you, right? Once the batch is over, your thing is over, right? You cannot continue in other batches. But it's not like this. So in MLOps, we are going to complete 3 projects, 3 to 4 projects. One project is on regression, one is on classification, one is on NLP and deep learning based, and the last one is on generative AI. Right? So the total 4 projects we will be doing. And before jumping into projects, these are the prerequisites. We'll be understanding about Plotly, Pandas, and Streamlit, and advanced Python basics, and then we will move to project. Machine learning will be taught in a project way, right? So what do you mean by that? So while implementing the project, in a project, there are life cycle, we have different steps. Every step, one by one, when we will do, we will understand. For example, this PCA, it's an algorithm. When you do feature selection, we will be using PCA. So I'll come back and make you understand. So everything is very, very, you can see. I mean, if you want to understand how the things are, maybe I can show you. So it is the morning batch, right? So it's a project-based thing. So we will come here, go back, come here, go back like this, right? So from project, we will learn. So this is a typical structure. So there are some, in your batch, it is Streamlit. In the previous batch, it was Dash. I found Dash is really difficult for people to understand, even though it is a wonderful tool, but few people finding it difficult. So I changed it to Streamlit. If you want Dash recordings, I can give you from previous batch. So these are the prerequisite. All the recordings outside are a prerequisite. But once we have done, we will move into project. So this is one project. So these are the project classes. We have almost 10 classes for one project. So every project class, you can see the code and everything, the data set and the code. And we will also write our project in a very structured manner. Like we have dependency file, we will use GitHub Action for CI/CD pipeline, we will use Docker for containerization, we will use MLflow, we will use AWS SageMaker for deployment. So it's a very much structured way. Right. So this is what you will get. So like this, you will have 3 projects in total. I hope you understood at high level, right? And every project has a life cycle. So while explaining the life cycle, you will see this is the algorithms that we have used: random forest and decision tree, and regression, linear regression for this particular project. And I have explained all of this theory in detail in the class. This is linear regression, and MLOps does not mean you will skip the ML part only. Only teaching ops will make you a software engineer. You cannot be a ML ops engineer, right? The major component is ML. Ops is also important, equal 50-50 important. So ML also has equal importance as compared to ops. And that's why ML algorithms are covered in detail. Right? So this is linear regression algorithm, which I will teach you. So don't worry about maths, I will take care. Right? And similarly, if decision tree we are implementing, you will understand about decision tree, random forest. So you got the idea, right? So like this, we will continue project wise, we will move. This is regression project. Similarly, we will have one NLP project and one generative AI project and one classification project, right? Okay. Okay, I think we are good. Let us connect tomorrow in this
Ma'am,
Monday.
Ma'am Vivek here. I would like to continue from next batch starting 15th of April, actually. So I have not yet
Yeah.
paid the fees. I'll pay the fees in the next batch when we start.
Yeah, no problem. You can select, but that batch you can join from 15th onwards. Again, you can keep that buffer time, 1 week of time for batch forming, right? So from May 25 onwards, it will be regular class. Initial 1 week will be batch forming, right? Because
April,
a lot of
yeah,
people will
April,
get demo
so
session will
April
continue.
25 onwards.
Sorry?
April 25 onwards, right?
Yeah, so initial few demo class you have already attended, so you can join. You will get an idea where to skip. So initial 1 week I will suggest you to skip. Same thing I will repeat. In the meantime, you can utilize learning Python. But are you getting? So you can join from next batch onwards, no problem. 9 p.m. evening.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So the syllabus and everything remains same. MLOps and
Everything is same. Everything in every batch. I am the only instructor, so everything is
okay.
same.
Yeah.
Morning, evening batch, only the timing is different. The material, the recording, everything is same to same.
Okay.
Sasmitha, this our batch will start from Monday, continue from Monday, right?
Yeah, it's already started. We already completed 60-70% of pandas.
Okay.
Already started. I have given you excess pranay, right? You can get
Yes,
everything. That's right.
yes. Thanks.
So this batch is already started. There is nothing called demo here. Already it is started. Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a nice weekend. Let's connect on Monday.
This moment, can you start the Python, because I'm not a background of Python, so I think I'm getting a little bit, problem to understand. Is it possible to start the Python first, then
See,
the Panda?
you have already enrolled for this batch.
Yes, Sasmitha, I have enrolled 15 days
Okay,
back.
you take Durga sir's recording. So that's what I'm saying, right? You will get, because
They have not
Durga
shared
sir
it
is
actually.
best.
I already told him that please share that. They have not shared the recording yet actually. I'm not sure
Okay,
why.
I will, okay. So you, okay, I will tell Durga sir directly today, okay, to share with everyone. Yeah.
Anyway, you are going to take the Python classes, right, Sasmitha?
Python classes, I think Durga sir's core Python recording, you will get it from there. I will be teaching Python with respect to data science, like
Oh.
pandas, plotly, all of these things I will take in depth.
Okay, okay.
Right? The core Python part, like what is a variable, what is function, what is loops. So those things you can understand from my recording or Durga sir's recording. I have also uploaded recording on your drive, either from my recording or Durga sir's recording, or from YouTube you can learn. A lot of videos are there. And don't worry about Python at all, Manish. So you have all the flexibility. You attend, you continue in this batch. How much you are understanding, absolutely fine. And if you want to repeat, you have all the options. That's what I'm saying. It's not like only this batch is complete means your thing is complete. No, you have all flexibility. You just need to ping me, and I will allow you in the next batch also if you want to repeat. Could not
Oh.
understand. In fact, you can take a break. Like after you complete this batch, because you have the recordings with you, you go ahead with the recordings and take a break, complete the syllabus again from your side. After 2 months also, if you just ping me, I could not understand pandas, I want to learn pandas again, let me know where I need to join. I can give you live class link. You can join. Right? We have continuous batches in every 15 days. 15 days or 1 month maybe. Yeah.
Sure, Susmita. Yeah, please, could you please tell him to give the recording, DURGASOFT recording, because I have
Yes,
mailed
yes.
many times. I'm not sure why they are not replying or not giving it.
Fine. I will upload. I will update Durga sir directly. Right? We'll
Yes,
get
sir.
access. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.